It doesn't taste right. We all said it. Well, when I say we all said it, my father didn't. He said nothing wrong with it, but you could tell by his look that it didn't taste right. And my mother, who seemed to spend her life in the kitchen, said, "What's wrong?" "The potatoes don't taste right," we all said. She had a taste, and she said, "Do you know what? I've not put any salt in it." When you're boiling potatoes, of course, the thing you need to do is put salt in the water. Otherwise, they don't taste quite right. I believe that the recommended daily amount for salt in your diet was about 6 grams, about a teaspoon, a small teaspoon of salt. And we're told that, in fact, we take far too much salt. It's more than a third, almost a half, more than we should be taking on average in this country. It's not good for you to take too much. And yet at the same time, we have a taste for salt because we need it. Without salt in our diet, we die. It's part of the way our body works. And so salt in food seems to be very important. But would it be better if instead of, because they say so much of the stuff in the supermarket already has a large amount of salt in it, would it not be better just to put it on when it comes to the table? In other words, not cook with the salt. But the trouble is, it doesn't taste right. It's something about the way the salt has to enter into the food, and I suppose every part of the food. And if you're just going to sprinkle it on the plate, well, it'll just reach those bits on the surface, won't it? And not very far into the food. It needs to be all through. And in that sense, it's hidden. In that sense, you don't see it on the plate as you might see the specks of salt that you put on your plate. But it has to be there. It has to be there for the food to taste right. When Jesus says that we are to be salt of the earth, he's asking us to give flavor to life, flavor to the life of others. And it's really interesting, the origin of the word wisdom in the ancient world, sapo, meant taste, that you can taste it, wisdom. The idea is that it makes a difference to how you find life. And we're called to have this wisdom to bring taste into the lives of others. And this is not a spectacular thing. It's really interesting. He gives us this comparison, salt and light. Light is much more visual, much more seeable, obviously, and it stands out. But when salt's missing, you know about it. Salt is that hidden difference in the world. And we're called to make such a difference in the lives of others. There's some people here preparing for confirmation. And the whole idea about confirmation is that we're given the wisdom of the Spirit. We are to give taste to the world, to help others taste life and appreciate it. It's not just given to us so that we'll enjoy life. The Spirit is given to us so that we may help others taste life. For those of you to be confirmed and for all who have been confirmed, we're being reminded that we are that hidden difference in the world, and that we're to reach into every part of it, in our conversation, in the way we are, most of the time not noticed. Most of the time, people are unaware that we can be a huge difference to the world. Jesus says, "But if salt has lost its taste, how shall its saltiness be restored?" Curious saying, because if you think about it, how could salt, the salt in your salt cellar, lose its taste? Surely it just has its taste, and it does. But it's to do with the way they made salt back in those days. And within the salt that you had, there were lots of impurities, all kinds of other things as well. And of course, salt is one of these things that dissolves very easily, and any damp or water present can cause it to leak away, and you're just left with the rubbish, if you like, the dross, the impurities. And so for them, they could experience the idea of salt losing its taste because the salt was no longer there, no longer making a difference. And of course, it's a challenge to us to make us think, am I still in the business of making a difference to the lives of others? Have I begun to do it in the first place? You are the salt of the earth, the light of the world. My mother wasn't a brilliant cook, but she made a fantastic Christmas cake, I have to say.